The hammerhead is a medium-sized fish of Proteus, and it lives a seamlessly herbivorous lifestyle. Or does it? They are extremely territorial, especially around other hammerheads, and when it's threatened, it would display its mane of pectoral fins to deter creatures. It attacks via ramming, but before it charges for an attack, it'll close its face shield. It's made from a very strong enamel, and it uses it to brace itself for impacts. And it guides itself with smaller eyes below its central eye. It has also been inferred that the hammerhead has a large brain-to-brain case ratio, indicating it is a very intelligent animal. Hammerheads have spiracles just behind the eyes, like most modern sharks. It takes in water into a channel which houses the hammerhead's internal gills, where dissolved oxygen is then absorbed. Now, it's likely that hammerheads, like some species of earth sharks, do use buccal pumping as a secondary method of receiving oxygen, even though it's not stated whether hammerheads' respiratory system and digestive systems are completely separate, just like the moonfish. The hammerhead propels itself along like that of a squid with a massive caudal siphon in replacement of a tail, making it a little bit easier to maneuver. The caudal siphon expels water which had once travelled through the spiracles and over the gills to facilitate breathing, turning that into forward momentum. Hammerheads have an interesting diet, and scientists have claimed a herbivorous lifestyle. The only issue is that it's been suggested to have fed on sponges and tunicates, which are both marine invertebrates. But this is only based on the shape and morphology of its mouthparts, and it doesn't confidently say sponges and tunicates are of its primary diet. On the other hand, it has also suggested kelp and crushed coral as a dietary item. Scientists observed the hammerhead ramming coral domes, and they're unsure of its relevance. But as crushed coral appears to be a food item it desires, it would probably be used to break and crush coral pieces into smaller, more manageable bites. In turn, they have suggested it just strengthens their helmets. If we take a real-world example, we can see creatures called corallivores. Corallivores are carnivorous though, they don't just eat the algae like that of a parrotfish. In some cases, parrotfish are corallivores, but they mostly just eat algae. Corallivores crush the calcium skeleton, eat the mucus, and eat the polyp as well. One of the more prominent corallivores we see on planet Earth are the cranothorn starfish. They're a massive pest in Australia, and unfortunately they are considered a native creature, but they've caused a significant amount of damage on the Great Barrier Reef. Another possibility is that the hammerheads may have shared a common ancestor with the crashfish. It's a very similar body structure, with a big central eye for every normal day tasks. But spikes on the crashfish are used to trigger the explosive reactions. Those spikes could have later developed into teeth and developed the enamel structure for the hammerhead's helmet.